going on, Jeromes? Beautiful day for some Q&A. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions. Periodically, we'll put it out there on the community tab, and let's fire it up. Huckleberry, I'm at Huckleberry. How creative or vanilla do you think Kevin O'Connell will be this year? If we can establish the run early and often, I'm not sure we need to have a high-flying, explosive offense to bury teams. So O'Connell, he's shown that he likes a little flash and dash, right? And his timing is a little suspect. Well, not really. Like, if the play works out, he's a genius. If it doesn't, you're too fancy. But I do think Kevin O'Connell does have some wrinkles in his back pocket. I think that the Vikings being able to run the ball, you don't necessarily need all that smoke and mirrors. But I mean, smoke and mirrors is what's fun, right? And double reverse pass, double pass, jet sweeps. I mean, we don't even have to be that fancy. Like a little RPO, little Jefferson run pass option. I mean, come on. Also, just been chomping the bit for so long. Hey, can we get CJ Ham at tailback and then Taki Taimani as fullback? Let's do that. Just the absolute, just like getting after things. Or we could do, Walter Rouse or Michael Jurgens at fullback. Why not? Why not, man? So I think that it'll be a little bit spicy. Like O'Connell tends to lean a little bit spicy. Well, he leans a little bit spicy in terms of trick plays, but in terms of just changing things up, like run up the middle on first down. That was a hallmark. 2022 with Dalvin, 2023 with Madison, 2024 with Aaron Jones. Hopefully that changes up. Next, Haas Crusader. If Brian Flores were to be a head coach next year, which team would you prefer him to coach? I think the Titans would be a good match for him and solid defense potential in the offense. I think Tennessee will be good. Also, I think Flores is going to have a much better head coach quarterback relationship this time around. I actually think the Tua situation taught him things, even though Tua just threw him under the bus. But also, he's seen how Kevin O'Connell has interacted with Kurt, with Darnold, with J.J. McCarthy. So I think that even though Flo, isn't from the offensive side of the ball, I think that he understands that relationship. But two teams that really stand out. First off, I would love if he goes to the AFC. That's how much respect I have for him. But the Bengals would be great. Now, the Bengals may be dicey since ownership is sort of I think Flores learned his lesson from dealing with Dolphins ownership, Stephen Ross, last time. And the Bengals have Burrow. They got Chase. They got Higgins. And I think that he could work his magic on that defense where they're not going to have a lot of money to spend because of those three huge contracts. And they have to get something done. I think that could be his magnum opus. Just get creative, blitz the living bejesus out of people, get after things, and you have nothing to lose, right? And on the other hand, you have an offense that is capable of scoring 40 a game, right? Also, I think the Giants would be a good spot where quarterback-wise, I'm not sold on Jackson Dart, but also they could be in the Arch Manning mix, something like that. But defensively, with Sexy Dexy, with Thibodeau, with Abdul Qaeda, with Brian Burns, I mean, there's a lot to like with the Giants defense. And also Flores being a New York native, I think that would make a ton of sense if it goes that way. But it kind of stinks because I would like for him to be out of conference, is what it is. Next, Carter Keller. This is fun. Would this Vikings rooster make the playoffs with Kevin O'Connell playing quarterback? I always love these hypothetical questions like what would a roster of nine Royce Lewis's hit? They bat 0-0-0 because they'd be on the injured list. But Vikings roster, yes, I think they would. Now, Kevin O'Connell operating this offense. Well, first off, would he call the plays in the huddle? Because that'd be great. Right, but hand the ball off to Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, even though Kevin O'Connell is 41, somewhere in there. I mean, he still has an arm. We've seen that. And even though age has probably taken away his mobility, I mean, I feel like he could still fire the effing pigskin. Plus, he'd know where to look. He'd know the reads and the progressions. And this is from his NFL.com draft profile from 2008. Strengths, positive, exceptional size. Rare athleticism for the quarterback position. Good straight line speed, so that's out the window at 40. Good strength and surprising aloofness for a player his size to buy time in the pocket, scramble if needed. Good poise in the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, makes his progressions and throws to the open receiver, flashes accuracy to all levels of the field, improved touch on his deep passes as a senior. Arm strength to make every throw. Woo, here we go. Has make considerable development as a passer over the past 2 seasons and has the tools to work with. An ascending talent, 4-year captain. Oh, he is a captain as a true freshman. That's the leadership. Negatives, raw, struggles with consistency. Perfectly suited for the Aztec offense scheme due to his size, arm, athleticism, and will need a considerable development time to acclimate to an NFL offense. I feel like he acclimated perfectly fine. He's running one. Yeah. But overall, like, he's got the arm. He's got some accuracy. He knows where he's going with the ball. Abso-freaking-lutely. The Vikings will make the playoffs. They probably win the division. They probably make some noise. At least make the NFC title game with Kevin O'Connell under center. I kind of want to see it now. Also, did you know that they have a rule that says that coaches can't become players in the same season? Mainly, it's because you could hire a player to be an assistant coach, and that player would basically have the full education of a player. You know, sitting in meetings, having the playbook, being able to do all that stuff, and then if a player gets hurt, oh, look, I'm a player now. So I understand the logic of it, but also you're killing the fun, man. Like, how fun would it be if, knocking on all the wood, God forbid something happens, like Josh McCown just like, I'm here, baby, just rips off his sweats like breakaway pants in an NBA game, or Kevin O'Connell too. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic, man. Lastly, Zaragoza, OG Jerome, when are you going to do a meet and greet in Southern Cali? So that's actually a very good question. So San Diego, Guava Beach is a great Vikings bar. We filmed some content there a couple years ago. It was a good time down there. LA, used to have to go to LA intermittently for some of my other work stuff, and I want to get back to that. Hell, we could do some meet and greet. How about the Bicycle Casino? Play some cards. We could set up a private game. That'd be kind of fun, man. Or, I don't know, we'll just meet at the beach, and we'll dodge hypodermic needles and guys pooping in coffee cans. I don't know, man. But I do love California. Sort of is what it is, right? But I think that'd be a good time. So next time I'm out there, I actually may go out there with my wife during the bye week or the mini bye week 8, after week 8 or something like that. Either way, should we go for the Chargers game week 8 and then stay for an extended weekend and have a Jerome's meetup that weekend? Watch some college football together. Ooh, I kind of like that. Plus, y'all can meet the missus and be like, oh, Lordy, you are a saint, putting up with all of this. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Anyways, that's it. Q&A on this beautiful day. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.